All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I had a little technical difficulty on my first attempt at this. Always get to try it again. This is Jason Valentine with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty, and I'm reaching out to you guys today. Let's take a little tour on 804 Granite, a great little house in the Gamerco area. And let me just make sure we've got our screen share going on. All right, so I wanted to share with you guys 804 Granite. This is an extremely affordable house, guys. It is located in the Gamerco area, and it is a $55,000 house. It's not a huge house, but you know what? Instead of paying rent, this house has a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opportunity for you. You're looking at about $55,000, so you're going to be talking about a payment on this thing about $500 a month. That's extremely affordable, and it's going to give you guys an opportunity to get into something instead of throwing away your money on rent altogether. And so take a look, guys. This is a beautiful little setup right here. The house does have a metal roof. It's got a nice little front porch area. It's got no neighbors to the north side of the property. It's actually just an open field out there. And so let's just jump on into the porch area just so you can get a sense for what that looks like. Wonderful little porch area here, a great little covered area just to be able to get in out of the snow or the rain if you're bringing in groceries or whatever while you're unlocking the door. Then I'm going to jump into the main part of the house here. And let me jump back out for a second and go back in, and we'll go ahead and start our tour. And what I like about this house is 1328 square foot, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and it is built in 1986. But there's been some nice updates in this house as it goes along. So if you take a look, for example, the wood floors in this house are really so attractive. A nice little laminated wood that's been put in here. And you can get a sense for how big this bedroom or this living area is. 14, almost 15 foot wide, 18 foot deep, and then there's a 7-foot sidewall right here. So really not a bad looking little living room at all. And it's actually, with all the natural light coming in, look at the beautiful French doors off of the dining area here. A lot of natural light coming into this room as well. So just to give you an idea of how attractive it is. Now, I also like this house a lot because of the fact that the kitchen is fairly open. And as you can see, the kitchen is open to the main living space. So you can actually engage with your family and friends if you wanted while you're cooking dinner, while you're preparing things. Back behind where my cursor is right now, there's a nice pantry space, and that's actually where the utility room is in this house. The washer and dryer is back there. There's also a large pantry space back behind this door by the refrigerator. Nice little setup. You actually have a lot of cabinet space and a lot of counter space, even though this is a smaller type kitchen. You can see that these cabinets are all a real wood type cabinet, so you can actually refinish them or paint them if you needed to. And again, it's just open to the main living space. Lots of nice attractions. It's again, a cute little house for $55,000. You're talking about your payment on this house is going to be about $500 a month. How many of you guys out there right now are paying more than $500 a month in your rental? Master bedroom, there's a lot of shelves in here. If you guys know anything about quilters are a kind of a strange breed of people. They keep fabrics and lots of fabrics, and the owner on this property is a quilter, and so she had a lot of shelving to be able to keep a lot of her stuff for her quilts. But I want to give you guys a size on this bedroom right here. To the shelves is 10 foot, almost 11 foot by 15 foot. So that's 150 square foot of space in your master bedroom. If you take a look here at the master closet, a lot of space here on the master closet to be able to hang your clothes and good little storage space. what's really remarkable is this house was built in 86, and look at how nicely conditioned the house is. It really is. You know, again, we got the laminate floors here. You can see the master bathroom. It's a full master bath, has a tub. So it is a full bathroom back here. And again, guys, the pricing on this house, $55,000 a month, $55,000. That's about $500 a month is what you're going to be looking at on a payment, including your taxes and your insurance. It's really quite an affordable house. And if you're paying rent, I probably would have to challenge you. Are you paying rent on something that doesn't look this nice or something that you're not going to own at all? So I wanted to see if I can get a glance on the outside here. Let me jump out and see. I wanted you guys, I was telling you that the backyard doesn't have any neighbors. So here's the French doors that I was just at. This shed does sit on the property, so you have a nice outside shed. Look at the size of this yard. It's actually a very large yard. But what's kind of cool about this is if you look to the north, there's nobody out behind you, and that's kind of nice. Hey, I got Maria Folson. How are you doing, Maria, up there in Montana? Lots of love to you. John Mangum, I hope you're doing well, my man. Thank you guys for joining me on today's virtual open house. So as I was saying, is this is actually in the last street in Gamerco, and so the northern part of this house, there's no neighbors back there and such. So it's kind of a nice little spot. All right, so jumping back into the house, let me see here. All right, so coming back into the house, I am going to get back on my little guy so I can walk. All right, so I just came back in through these doors right here, and I'm going to walk down to where the 2 additional bedrooms are. So this is a split floor plan, as you see in a lot of these manufactured homes. And you know, where the master bedroom's on one side of the house and the guest rooms are on the other. But I want to give you a sense for the size of these rooms because, you know, they're actually comfortable size rooms for the kiddos or, you know, for secondary rooms. And I'm going to have to take a shot on the measurement here. But you can see that the room is going to be about 10 foot wide and 8 foot. So that's about, you know, 90 square foot for the kiddos to be able to have their room space. And, you know, this is not a bad sized room. This family actually had 2 kiddos who are sharing this particular room right here. But you know what I love is that the hardwood floors, or not the hardwood floors, excuse me, the laminate floors in this property. And I kind of like that because, again, you know, carpet tends to get messy, worn out a lot quicker and such like that. I'm going to save the bathroom for last. But the second room, or the second guest room, just to give you guys a measurement here, you know, that's 10 foot 9 inches. And then let's see if I can sneak into here and give you the other width here. And 10 by 10, so that's 100 square foot. So this room is a little bit larger than what the other room was. But again, some nice flooring in here and such like that. Something that I think is kind of nice. Again, this house being only $55,000, very, very affordable. Now you can see that they've done a beautiful towel shower back here in the guest bathroom. Got the little area to sit in and such like that. Nicely updated here in this guest bathroom. And so I'm going to bounce on back out to the living space. And I want to talk to you guys really quickly because, you know, I'm kind of talking to you quite a bit about, you know, paying rent and stop paying rent. I mean, this house would cost you $500 a month, but a lot of people may not feel like, okay, well, why are you telling me to stop paying rent? And this is what it comes down to. The importance of home equity in building wealth. And I want to talk to you guys a minute here, just as I take a quick little break in between the showings. Home ownership has always been the first rung of the ladder leading to household wealth. As Freddie Mac recently posted, home ownership has cemented its role as part of the American dream, providing families with a place that is their own and an avenue for building wealth over time. The wealth is built in large part through the creation of equity. Building equity through monthly principal payments and appreciation is a critical part of home ownership that can help you create financial stability. So one of the things I want to let you guys know if you're renting or you're a homeowner, either way, you're paying a mortgage. The question is whether you're paying your landlord's mortgage or are you paying your own mortgage? And so when you pay your own mortgage, you're gradually paying down. In this case, this house is $55,000. You're gradually paying that dollar amount down and building equity, and then property value growths are helping you out. Home equity is the difference between the current market value of your house and the amount you currently owe on the mortgage. To estimate your equity, subtract your mortgage balance from the market value of your home. As you can find out what you owe on the mortgage by looking at your last monthly statement and contacting your lender. And if you need help determining your current market value of your home, you can call guys like me, your local real estate agents, and we can help you do analytics. I just did an analytic for one of my customers who bought a house about 5 or 6 years ago over in the Stagecoach area. And I tell you what, he's sitting on about $50,000 of equity from where he bought the house just about 5 or 6 years ago. I guarantee you, now I've got a conversation I'm going to be having with him later today. The beautiful thing about that equity is it gives you opportunities, to invest in another property, gives you opportunities to upgrade your house, gives you opportunities to send your kids to college. There's a lot of different things that you can do with this equity that's really just something about helping you build wealth. And so if you look at the home ownership as a truly a better pathway to building wealth and renting, this is actually all income levels from $26,000 to $192,000 a year, what the equity difference is between a renter and a homeowner. And so if you look at people who make less than $26,000 a year, the homeowner will typically have about $103,000 of net worth. That's how much their portfolio is worth. $95,000 of that comes from home equity, $8,000 without the home. However, a renter is only going to have about $1,000 of home equity. $1,000 in net worth outside of their because they don't have any home equity and such. So the difference is significant. And then if you between $26,000 and $46,000, you can see that the individual who owns a home has a net worth of about $140,000. The renter has a net worth of about $6,000. And so you keep going down here, guys, and you look and you say, okay, 46 to 74,000. The homeowner has a net worth of about 190,000, and the renter has a net worth of about 11,000. And so what it really comes down to, owning a home is a huge opportunity to build wealth for your family. Year over year, now this is year over year in the United States. Since last year, how much equity has the average homeowner gained? And what you're seeing right here in the United States, on average, we've grown about $17,000 in home equity. And here in New Mexico, we have grown about $20,000 in equity. And I'm actually going to jump into something here for you guys because let's see here. In New Mexico, or in Gallup, New Mexico, just to share with you guys, we've grown about $21,000 in the average sales price of the homes. And so, if you're thinking about, do I want to buy a house? One of the things I want you to consider is the equity and how much equity you're losing out on when you're renting as opposed to when you're a homeowner. So that being said, guys, I'm hoping you'll consider that. I'm going to just take about a 2-minute break right here, and I'm going to go reload my cup of coffee. It's still coffee time. So I am going to reload my cup of coffee, and then I am going to come back and we will do another tour on this house of 804 granite for you. And we'll talk a little bit more about how you can get into a house like this and really benefit from the equity. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. This is Jason Valentine with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty, and I'm getting ready to do another virtual tour on 804 Granite. Now, just so you guys know, 804 Granite is up in the Gamerco area. This house is currently on the market at $55,000. So I want to let you guys know, if you're renting, stop renting. Guys, you can be in this house for about $500 a month is what your monthly payment is going to be. That is absolutely insane when you consider that most people are paying $700, $800, $900 a month in rent. Who wants to do that? So guys, I'm just sharing this with you. I want to get you guys some great information here. And so this is what the outside of the house looks like. There is a metal roof on this house, stucco exterior, something that's very easy to maintain and such. I'm going to jump onto here and walk up to the porch. And what's kind of nice, guys, this covered porch just gets you out of the rain and the snow. Great little spot to be able to sit in the summer evenings and such. You got to see it's got the lattice on it. So that kind of gives you a little bit of privacy and such. But let's jump into the inside of the house, because the inside of the house is really quite nice. So this house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house built in 1986. And it's got some really nice updates that go along with it. And hang on one second, I'm going to jump in here. And it's got some nice updates that go along with it. But, you know, some of these updates include, like you can see, this very, very nice laminate floor that's in this house. Very, very well done. You also have a nice bathroom in the back. You've got laminate floors throughout most of the house. And so just to give you an idea of the room sizes, this this living room is 14 foot 11 inches wide, probably 15 foot, and then 18 foot deep. There is a 7-foot ceiling on this property. And so you know, it's a cute little property. You can see that the living area is open to the kitchen area, so when you're cooking you can still engage with your family. That's always such a nice thing to be able to do. And take a look at how wonderful this, I mean, just tons of natural light coming in here. Really nice open front living space. So jumping back to the kitchen area, take a look back here. And, you know, the kitchen area, it's kind of nice. You have this wraparound bank of cabinets and such. So it gives you a lot of cabinet space. You have this large buffet where you can actually put, you know, counter space and such like that, just area to be able to store things. Back behind the by the refrigerator here is actually where the utility room is. And this is very unique in manufactured type home properties, because usually the utility room is just off of the hallway somewhere. What's kind of cool about that, guys, there's also a nice pantry that's back there. So going on back, we're going to go to the master bedroom. And the master bedroom's got some beautiful laminate floors. Again, nice little updates that have been done throughout this house. The owner was a quilter. And if you know anything about quilters, you know that they always have tons and tons of fabric. So she had a lot of shelving in here to keep her fabric. This room size is going to be about 150 square foot, maybe a shade more. You can see that it's 10 foot 10 inches from the shelving to the wall back here, and then 15 foot across on the house. Nice little walk-in closet, something that's fairly attractive. You have plenty of space to be able to hang your clothing. And look at how good the condition on this house is. You know, you can tell that this family, they lived in it, of course, but you know, there's not dilapidated maintenance in here. This is the full bathroom off of the master suite. But you can see that there's a good amount of maintenance went into this house, and you know, kept it up pretty well. Now, something else I want to just point out back here. I mentioned, you know, this property does not have any neighbors to the north. So here's the property. You can see the metal roof and such. This storage shed goes with the property. That is actually on the property. But what's kind of cool is you have no neighbors out to the north here. Look at that. It's just open desert. And so what's neat about that is it just gives you the opportunity to have nobody living behind you. You know, sometimes people want to get out of the city because they always have people who are, walking around their property or whatever the case may be. In this particular case, I just came in through those doors. But yeah, so it's close enough to the city. I mean, within 5 minutes, you could be to Walmart if you need something, but you're not going to have to drive 30 minutes to get to where you're going. The second room you can see is, let's see if I can sneak into here. 10 foot 6 inches, 8 foot 5 inches. And so, it's not a huge room, but the kiddos have a nice big living area that they can play with, play in the on the front part of the house. The laminate floor is very, very nicely done. Again, something that's a nice little update. And, guys, for $55,000, your payment on this is going to be something like in the $500 a month range, which is way less than what most people are paying in rent. Now, if you take a look at this room, 10 by 10 and then 10 foot. So it gives you an idea. This room is just a shade larger than the first room that we came out of. Now, back in here, there's a very, very nice updated bathroom. You can see with the tile shower, well done. Nice little vanity that's been updated. So it's a very, very, like I mentioned earlier, cute little updates have been done in this house as it goes along. And so what I want to let you guys know is this house is currently on the market for $55,000. This is a steal. And for most people who are paying rent, they're paying rent that's going to be more than $500 a month. And if you are paying rent for something $500 a month, it doesn't look this nice. So, guys, I want to let you know that this house is currently on the market. It's a great opportunity to start home ownership and to be owning something for less than rent. So just so you guys know, this is Jason Valentine with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty. If you want to get a hold of us about this house or any others that are on the market, feel free to give us a call, 505-863-4363, or just message us off of social media. It's a great opportunity just to chat. So that being said, guys, this is Jason with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty. If we can support you in any way, give us a call, 505-863-4363. Looks like Marcus will be doing the next virtual open house on Monday at 5 p.m. So if you tune in, Marcus has been doing a lot of these virtual open houses. Maybe you'll see a house that nobody else knows about. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.